Welcome to the intrusion detection and intrusion prevention section. Let's start by defining what is IDS, Intrusion Detection System. What is intrusion detection? Intrusion detection can be host-based or network-based. Host-based is named HIDS, Host-Based Intrusion Detection System, which means that intrusion detection on the host level, detecting the intrusion that may happen to the machine's level, to the operating system level. Network-based is in detecting the intrusion on the network level, on the traffic level, and that is what we are concerned about more. The intrusion detection reports attacks against monitored systems or networks. And here let us focus on the word reports. It does not defend, it does not take action, it just reports the attacks through generating alerts against the monitored systems that can be hosts, that can be machines, servers, and networks composed of several machines and composed of connecting devices, switches, routers, and such things. The intrusion detection system is an alarm system. It reports and produces and generates alerts. It's a mature technology that has significant utilization. It is an advanced technology that had been recently invading and spreading all over the world of cybersecurity. The IDS is not a replacement for the following. It's not a replacement for the firewall. It's not a replacement for strong security policies inside an organization. It's not a replacement for system hardening through upgrading the operating system and patching the operating system with the updates produced over the websites and the servers dedicated for such purpose. It is not a replacement for other defense in depth, DID techniques. It is part of the defense in depth, but not a total replacement for the defense in depth techniques. It's not a low maintenance tool. It requires trained analysts. It requires technicians and security engineers that takes care of the alerts being generated and act accordingly. It is not an inexpensive tool. It is expensive. It is expensive in terms of maintenance, in terms of taking care of, in terms of sometimes price if it is an appliance. It's expensive and advanced technology that you should think before placing in your system security. It's not a silver bullet. It is not a replacement for all other techniques, and nothing in security is a replacement for another thing. You should apply the IDS, apply the firewall, apply strong policies, apply system hardening, timely patch your systems, and all in all focus on building a defense in depth technique to be safe and to feel secure in the cyber world. Let's move to the IDS in action. Let's suppose that an attacker used Nmap or ZenMap to scan a host for open ports. And let's recall here that an open port for no reason is a vulnerability inside the system. If the attacker managed to scan and find the open ports already, the victim may use the Wireshark, the sniffer we have talked about before, to log the attacker's activity and to log the attacker's IP address. This is something that we need to know about the attacker. The IDS tool used, which is here the Wireshark, presented data to an analyst to take action. It is just a data presenter. It is just an alarm system, just something that said that so and so happened at 7 or 8 o'clock or something like this. It says that the attacker whose IP address is so and so has logged to your system at the time so and so, which means that you should act according to this alert. You should harden your system according to this alert. Alerts can be helpful to stop further advance of the attackers and to log some forensics against the attacker, to know more about the attacker and to act accordingly. The types of alerts. Alerts are generated from events of interest. Let's here imagine that the life of a security specialist is filled of reading events. Events that are good and events that are says that something has went wrong. Events that says that it is okay and events that says that something is not okay. So among the events that are generated from the antivirus, from the IDS, from the firewall, from the several security devices, we are looking for some events of interest, some events that says that we should take action, we should take care of this event. This event is interesting and needs intrusion from our side, not intrusion, not the bad intrusion of attackers, but needs to be addressed by our side. Rules specify which events generate alerts. Of course, the smart rules that you apply to the IDS says what are the alerts that should be generated according to what events. And we have several types of alerts. We have several types of alerts that can be generated and can be classified according to the importance and the priority of such event. So you specify rules, you set rules that says that this event, if happened, send me an alert, show me an alert. And this event, if happened, it does not need you as an IDS system to show an alert. This event is ordinary and this event is suspicious. What are the types of events? We have 4 types of events, and this is a very important definition that we should know. We have the true positive events, which means that the IDS has generated an alert, and this alert is true positive, and this alert is significant for an attack. We are always looking for true things, not false things, because we have true negative. True negative means that there is no alert, and really at the same time there is no attack. So both true positive and true negative needs to be maximized. We hope and we dream that every alerts are true positive and true negative, but unfortunately we have the false positive. False positive means that there is an alert that is generated and at the same time it does not signify real attack. It says that the door is just open or the window is just open and there is no attack. False positive means that the IDS system has screamed, has produced an alert for nothing, for no important reason. False negative means that the IDS system is sleeping while we are hacked. It is not generating any alerts, but at the same time the attacker is here and he is on our system. This is the 2 parts that are representing false positive and false negative we need to minimize. We are dreaming of having all true positive and all true negative alerts. You should consider which one is the worst to have on your network, because you may think that true negative is good and also false negative is not harmful, is not so harmful for my system. I can afford having some false negative, but I cannot afford having a lot of false positive alerts. I do not have technicians and analysts enough to read all the false positive alerts I have. On the other hand, you may think the other way. You may say, I cannot afford to have false negative. I cannot afford having an attack on my system while the IDS is not generating any alert. It's a matter of your choice, but your decision should depend on how serious your attacks and how serious and how important are your information and are your assets to your system. The alerts can be just a line on the screen showing up on the screen that the IP address so and so has attacked your system, or a beep from the IDS server, or an email sent by the IDS server to the email address of the security specialist, or an SMS from the IDS system through the SIM card in the IDS system to the mobile phone of the security specialist, or a phone call, a real phone call at midnight you receive from the IDS system with a certain ring that says that there is an attack. Wake up, we are under attack. An important type of IDSs is the IDSs used by the HR, the human resources. It is a content monitoring system. The human resources inside the organization may use an IDS to monitor the content, to ethically spy on the employees, to know what they are exchanging, what type of information are they exchanging between each other, what type of chat, what type of emails, what type of information is passing between them. The HR IDS may monitor the web pages they are visiting, the instant messaging they are exchanging the emails they are exchanging, and can monitor any confidential information leakage from the organization to the outside of the network. It helps to address any inside attacker who is trying to spread the confidential information of the organization to the internet, or sending inappropriate emails, or visiting unwanted websites, or sending chat messages that are unethical, or things like this. This needs investigation by the human resources department from the organization to take decision accordingly against this employee. This IDS identifies violations against the company acceptable use policy. When you are given resources inside your company, this resources has an acceptable use policy. You are given an email address to use only for business. If you use this email address to send friendly emails, or using the bandwidth of the company or the organization to visit websites for your own amusement, and downloading songs and movies to watch, so you are violating the policy of acceptable use of the company, and this may need HR investigation. Thank you.